And now something completely different. Welcome back, fam. Today we are talking at something new. New coin for me, maybe for you. Render, RNDR. This is for you, the guy that requested a whole list. I will do my best to give you predictions when I can. Let's begin on the daily, weekly, monthly, and see the full picture of this project in the top 100. Render, daily chart, what do we see? You want to know, and I'm seeing a bearish narrative at this moment. But it's quite clear why I'm saying that. Few red candles, but the pretty big ones, is giving us a hint that the next couple of days, weeks could be bad for the crypto space. Render in this case. Of course, not to mess up short-term analysis on the daily chart with long-term analysis on the weekly and the monthly. This is short-term now. Later we will talk in the long term. I would say that first piece of our puzzle is that we broke below our band. And if you don't believe that my band of 21 days has any significant, look that it was always our support and giving us a new trust to the upside. Here try to fake us, but no. On the picture we are having all the way from November till today, and you can see that render was pretty nicely going to the upside and now just making a correction. Now this couldn't or shouldn't be anything seriously, but we gotta say what we see. In the short term there is a bearish narrative on this render, and if you are not a moving average guy, which I totally understand, well, just put the simple line and say that we were in an up trajectory for a long time, then we broke it, here kissed it goodbye, and now just making retracement. So what's the future price trajectory based on all of this? Many ways. This could be the bullish scenario where we retrace into the $4.50 and then mingle there, continue to the upside. Sure, why not? It's possible. But now that we broke our supported band, there is also probability that we go much lower. I mean, not much lower, because the real bear market is over, but we will discuss that on a weekly and monthly chart. Render could be going lower from these prices, even if it has a strong rebound into this area of $4.50. So how should you approach this kind of market? Well, you should be, let's say, to some extent risk averse. Now, it's not the time to blindly put everything into this coin and in the short term expect gains. I'm not talking long term, we will do that now. But in the short term, you could be seeing more downside for render, because this uptrend channel is now broken and we should act accordingly. Maybe we now live for some time in new channel to the downside. We can talk bullish when we have bullish proofs, right? This is not a channel about hyping like many others. This is a channel about the price action and the factual charts. Okay? Saying that, let's dive into the weekly chart and see the bigger picture. Oh, nice, very nice. I like what I'm seeing. But also I'm seeing possibility for retracement into the $3 area. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, why bullish? Why I'm like what I'm seeing? Well, we are above the band and the jaws are wide open. There is momentum in render, sure, but this is a weekly chart, so things could be playing out a little slower than you might expect. I really like that we broke above this band. Now what's the crucial part? We obviously are in some retracement mode. You can see by those wicks here and by the price action that we're developing now. I think we are going into the $3. But then is the real question. Will you make the $3 support? I will make a huge support into this line, and I'm going even deeper than 3 cents, 266. Yeah, giving you a possibility of 266 for render and still be in a highly bullish scenario. You can see why I'm doing that, because here that level was a huge resistance. So we are talking about the zone below $3. Yeah, render could dip below $3 and still be pretty good. But I'm liking this. Let me explain. This was a resistance. The band is around that area. Why wouldn't we expect something like this? That would be massively bullish and healthy for this project render, which I'm not that familiar of. I just looked into it for my subscriber and I'm like what I'm seeing. What else to say? So retracement would be pretty nice, needed, and render would be going higher than it did here in this week. It was above $5. Yeah. So long story short, render will continue its bullish trajectory after making a retracement into the below $3 area. Okay. 266 a possibility. So if we go rejecting to the downside, do not panic. It's a good thing for the project. Also, do see one more thing and one more alignment. This is practically a perfect cross. This area. My god, do you see this? We have a super support here. Super resistance could be a super support. We have the band that could be here at around February. So from the February we could continue to the upside. We have this big upward trajectory that's also going into the crisscross. All the good stuff. First rejection, then a continuation, bullish looking chart. Yep, let's look at the monthly. Monthly chart also giving me the vibes that we talked through the entire video. This is a bullish looking chart. And you see, after that cross, when the exponential was above the blue, we had a burst to the upside. So practically render now needs to rest after the 3 months of pretty hard upward trajectory. Is this a monthly long-term bullish looking chart? Yes, it is. I'm not pumping it, I'm telling it, because I do not own this coin. I don't care if it goes up or down. I'm telling you, for the holders that really care about it. This is a good looking chart, of course, with a possible retracement that I will believe is happening. You see this volume here, it's like the same copy-paste volume that here, but this is a little lower. So this is one more sign that is calling for retracement, because we are having lower volume but higher prices. Okay, so again, let's now talk about it on the monthly chart. Where could we be retracing? Same alignment. Ladies and gentlemen, the level of $2.61. Why? Why this level? Or 262 or something like that. This is happening. So many reasons why we should be retracing into that zone, and so many reasons why it should be extremely healthy. Look at this point of resistance. Look how we bounced, not last year, but 2 years ago, and then make a huge waterfall after we lost that level. Okay, let's go into the last year. Big resistance that was unfolding above $2.50. We couldn't break it for 3 months. So this month, ladies and gentlemen, pivotal things happened for render. In November of last year, we broke this resistance. Now, don't tell me that you don't want to see something like this playing out. $2.50 above, below, don't care. If you watch my video, do not focus on a price pinpoint. Always focus on the whole zone. So I'm saying the zone of $2.50, 262 or whatever in this region is the high supportive zone. This chart is looking wonderfully bullish. That's all I'm going to say. And yes, I am expecting, or even on the monthly, drop and then continuation to the upside. So for all of you holders of RNDR, this is all good news. Don't panic this or last month when you see a big retracement, because probably if you can hold this level, but this is the crucial point, you must hold this level above $2.50. If you can hold it, you will continue to the upside. You will not only crush this level of $5 and what was it, 32 cents, you will crush the level of $8.70. But more on that later in this year, because this is a monthly chart and every candle that you're seeing here is 1 month. In the short term, render is bearish, but that doesn't mean that in the long term, after retracement or even in that monthly chart, it won't flourish to the upside, because that's what it is, a bullish looking chart that will retrace, and that should be all that you want or need to hear. One more word from your favorite dinosaur.